the a value will be 105.6, or if I write it in this way, let's think that this is allowed. Will it be, means will a will hold a 105.6, or okay, let me put it in this way also. Now what is the value of a?
6.
6, sir.
Then what is the point of here? See what she did. So she has been given this as declaration of its class name and obj equal to new constructor, the class name. Okay. Now this holds for this. Now when she written this new constructor and new constructor, do you think that this all belongs to this and this? This or this obj will belongs to all these things?
No, sir.
No, sir.
You guys are saying the same. You are saying it's a common object so that it can be used for this all. So you didn't understand the concept till. How the memory management works? In the heap, we will be having, means if I have been created an object, so the object should be declared, and then the space for this particular thing would be given by the constructor. Means for example, I need 100 KB, that will be given by the constructor. New keyword will allocate this particular memory. But now what it will happen here, means here if I wanted to access this particular complete values, means if I given a equal to 100, these all values, with this reference I'll go and call this one. So obj a equal to, means if I obj a, if I call, so this will call brings me the value 100. Now I'm creating another two things in the heap memory, because new keyword will allocate memory, constructor will give me. So with 100 KB, 100 KB, I have been created two spaces, and here I have a equal to 200, a equal to 300. Imagine that. Now with what I need to call this? With what I need to call this? See, as it is a constructor, it created new, and it, with the help of the space, it created that space in the memory. So the job of new keyword at the constructor, it is done. But object reference, you didn't create it. With what object you will be calling them? This is orphaned. Nothing we can do. We can't access anything from this. Even though if it is created, we can't call them because we don't have the object reference to call. See here, this is what the object reference. Via this object, you're calling these particular values. Now here you don't have the object created. Then how can you access these values of variables? No point, right? When we use this particular type of implementations, sometimes you wanted to execute only the constructor. So now this is only the need to execute the constructor. So now she was trying to do the constructor overloading. She wanted to execute that particular constructors. That's the reason she has been brought up. In constructors, we will be having certain implementations. So that particular implementations, why we're doing it, we'll call. Can anyone give the real-time example? In okay, let me take it in the Selenium. Anyone can get, means whoever here from the QB team. So can you tell me any particular real-time implementation where we will call in this such a way?
Like creating WebDriver, sir. In some WebDriver, we'll create a WebDriver object globally, and constructor we will allocate in method level.
There also you will be assigned rights. You see, now for that particular driver equal to new Chrome driver, or driver equal to new Jago driver, like this will give. But if you given it as a new Chrome driver, what it will happen?
Simply it will allocate acting on the Chrome driver, but it will not give the address or session ID to the object.
We only create the memory, but we cannot
What
access
happened?
that memory because there is no object, sir.
Leela,
We didn't
Maithili,
create it.
Lavanya, Pramila, Nisha, Tejashni. What it will happen if I given the only new Chrome driver?
And we can't access. Suppose I given a
Drivers
new
equal to new Chrome driver. If I have given this, what it will happen? If I given new Chrome driver, what this will happen?
Only Chrome driver will we can able to access only one Chrome driver, so we can't able to use another Firefox or any other browsers.
That see, Tejashni, by calling this Chrome driver, see if I ask you give me a coffee, will you not give me tea, right? See,
Yeah.
when I'm asking Chrome driver, it will open only Chrome driver, while Firefox will come. What is my question? Understand this one. So now, if at all driver equal to new Chrome driver, what it will happen here? If I have given only new Chrome driver, what it will happen here?
Sir, at the second line, it will throw an exception like session is not created or a term because we are not storing the session ID or a reference ID in the driver. By the
Wrong
driver
answer.
only.
What happened for
On the
others?
first line,
Why you guys are not talking? This is really disappointing, guys. It's not about the newcomers. I'm talking about the existing guys. When you're given the Chrome driver, when you're given the Chrome driver, this will open the browser. It opens the browser and it gives the reference for this particular driver. So a reference for this particular browser. When you're given this only statement, it will open the Chrome browser, but it will not have the reference. See, it shows that you didn't even practice it well during your trading. See, I understand that you people are working in the play right now, but the basics you shouldn't forget, right? Go try and see. If you given when you given it in this such a way, driver equal to new Chrome driver, at that point of time, the browser would be open and this object reference would be tagged. But if you have been given only new Chrome driver, this will open the new Chrome browser, but this is orphan. There will be no object reference for this one to tag back because we didn't assign that particular driver over here. But what is the purpose of this particular, not only the new Chrome driver, if you given the new Jekyll driver or new Edge driver, anything if you given it, it opens that particular browser. That is the purpose of this particular constructor there. The behavior of this particular new Chrome driver is it allocates, there are multiple Chrome drivers there, constructor overloading is there. See, constructor Chrome driver creates a new Chrome driver using the default server configurations. Now here you see the constructors, the Chrome driver with the capabilities, Chrome driver with the services, Chrome driver with the service and the capabilities, and the Chrome driver with the service and the options, and Chrome driver with the options. With all these options, the Chrome driver would, the constructor would be executed. So the Chrome driver is a class, right? That particular Chrome driver class will have this particular constructors, and with this particular constructors, what is the purpose of this particular Chrome driver constructor is using this particular server configurations, it will invoke the browser. Not only the Chrome driver, you take any driver, Jekyll drivers, everything. So purpose of this particular constructor is to open the browser, plain simple browser. So, did I train you on this one? Who trained you on Selenium for the previous batch? You guys are able to hear me?
Yes.
What is the answer? I mean, the last batch who taken the training from training on this Selenium? Okay, this doesn't really matter now. Okay, fine. So let's go for the topic. Okay. Fine. Any questions? Let's get started with this particular inheritance. Any questions on this particular inheritance? Any questions? Don't have the questions, then I'll ask the questions. Girija, tell me what is multiple inheritance?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. What is multiple inheritance? You know it or not?
Sorry, sir.
Monica, Agani, Anigani.
Sorry, sir. I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know, sir.
Monica and
Sir, good morning, sir. Sir, multiple inheritance it is not supported in Java, so because we use the keyword like interfaces. Because here in the both classes same methods, same variables we are using, so because of that, will not support.
okay, what is multiple
Because
inheritance?
of the
See now
compiler,
you're giving me the answer that it is not supporting but understand
because
the
compiler will not understand from which class it is coming that method or not. So for that purpose, multiple.
Gautami?
Hi, good morning. Child class extending from a parent class, then the same child class act as a parent class for the another class, for another child class. So that means I'll just give the example, derive with the example,
Okay,
class
now
A, which is...
let me give for this. A extends B extends C.
Yeah, class A, which is a parent class for the child class B, and child class B, which is a parent for child class A, which is multiple inheritance. And C extending the properties of A and B.
Sir, this is the example of
Sir, it is a
multi-level.
multi-level.
Multi-level
Multi-level.
inheritance, not multiple inheritance.
See, always need to understand this. There are, okay, let me explain the hierarchy inheritance also. There are 4 different type of inheritance. One is single, multi-level, hierarchy, and multiple. This is multi-level. So this is multi-level inheritance, single inheritance, and hierarchy inheritance. What is this? These particular things is, you need to thoroughly understand these things. Then only you will understand what is this multiple inheritance and why this is not supporting in Java. This is one of the most frequently asked questions. Out of 100%, 90% of interviews will you be asking this question. So you should know the clear-cut information on what is multi-level and what is multiple. There is a class A and class B. Now, class B extends A. Then this is called single level inheritance. Means only one level of inheritance, single level or single inheritance. Very simple. Single inheritance we have means B extends A means whatever the properties of A means the variables and methods can be used in the B. So that is what extent means when we are talking on this one. So we have been clearly discussed on this, right? The single means on topic of overriding. So we have been seeing this particular single level inheritance. Now I have class C. So class C extends B. B extends A. Means now I have 5 methods here and 5 methods here. Consider this as non-static methods. Okay, 5 non-static methods and 10 non-static methods. Now with the object of C, if I create the object of C, how many methods I can access?
20.
20 meters.
Why you guys are thinking too much? 10 plus 5 plus 5, because this have the inheritance on this one. So now this is my grandfather property, my father property, and this is my property. So that holistically I have complete set of properties, right? As this is extending. If it didn't extend it, then
Only 10.
Only 10, sir.
10.
you will have only 10. So if it is extended, you will have 20. If it is not extended, then you will have only 10. That's simple, right? Yes, please tell me something. Whether if you guys
Yes,
are
sir.
not understanding, you tell me so that
Yes, sir.
I'll try to give you some other examples.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is multi-level. You see it, right? Multi-story building means there will be ground floor, first floor, second floor, third floor. So now this is multi-story building, right? So this is single means here we'll have only A and B, but in this multi-level, I can do multi. See now it can okay, can class. Yes, I'll come there, right? So can class C extends A comma B?
No,
No,
sir.
sir. That is multiple inheritance and it is
Then
not possible in Java.
code ambiguity will occur.
See now,
We cannot.
this is class A, this is class B. At one shot, you wanted to access this one in the C. This is what the diagram for this. This is multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance. See, this is single inheritance. This is single inheritance. This is multi-story, multi-level inheritance. And this is multiple inheritance. The diagram will give it like this. Or they will ask you this. What is this? Can this is achievable?
Yes, sir. Hierarchical inheritance.
So what it means to say is there is a class with in a class A, I'm extending C. In a class B, I'm extending C. Is it possible?
Yes.
This
Yes,
can be
Yes, sir.
possible,
it is
right?
possible.
See now, for example, I have a grandparent. He has been having the share the property for son one and son two. So you have two sons. I share my property. I give my property for both of them, right? So that is a reason. So this can be achievable. So now, in your diagrams, when they give the multiple choice questions, they will be giving you this, which is possible and which is not possible. This is option A and option B. They wanted to confuse you, and they will give this as an option C and option D. So out of this one, so this is what not possible. So you need to clearly remember that this is not possible. This is not possible. This is possible. This is possible. This is possible. Means single level inheritance is possible. Multi-level inheritance, this is possible. Hierarchical inheritance. Inheritance means is this. See, for example, super great grandfather, and now once again from the B, I can have E and D. Now you will be having the family tree, right? Like the family tree. See now, you can do this. Is this inheritance fine? See, if you are going with a single child, two parents, no, not possible. A child can have a single parents only, right? They can't come from. They don't have the, multiple parents. Same that particular concept. So from a single parent, you can have multiple childs, but for a child, we shouldn't have the multiple parents. Okay, now you can see it from C, it can go for the B. From the B, it can have two childs, and D, it can have two more childs. So this is what called as a hierarchical inheritance. Usually, this is very rare to use this one, so that's the reason. Usually, I never spend too much of time on this. But here, you need to understand on the topics which is a single inheritance and multi-level inheritance. And this is what the hierarchical inheritance, and this is the multiple inheritance which you have. So multiple inheritance is nothing but at one shot, it need to extend A, comma B. So this is not possible now. So this is called diamond issue or ambiguity issue. There is another terminology also. Ambiguous, diamond, and another name also they would call this. I'm not able to recollect that name. So even in the interviews, they will ask you that with that name too. What is the ambiguity issue in the inheritance? This is the question they will ask. Or will multiple inheritance is possible in Java? Because multiple inheritance is possible in Python, but not in Java. So the questions are in a different way, but the answer is same. So whether the multiple inheritance can be possible in Java? No. Then why? See, immediately they wanted to know why. Always you need to know the why answer. Now, this is once again I'm saying that what is the ambiguity issue in the inheritance, or what is the diamond issue problem in the inheritance? So this is how the interview questions the people will be asking you, so that you can be cautious on this area. Now, can you tell me what is this particular problem? Why the multiple inheritance is not supported in Java? This session is very important. I don't know whoever missed for the session, but however, so you need to understand this one thoroughly. If you have any questions, don't stop it. You can ask me. Okay, before going to this, yeah, tell me why multiple inheritance is not supported in Java.
Can I, sir?
Okay, go ahead.
So, sir, suppose as you draw, there is two parent class A and B, which are extending, and the child class C is extending A and B. So, suppose in A and B class, we have a common same name method called sum. So, when we are extending these both classes by C and calling those sum method, then in the compile time, the compiler will be confused which class method he will call. So that's why that will provide an error, and that type of error we called ambiguity issue, or that type of issue we called ambiguity issue.
See, now when C extends A, B, so this is a syntactical error. It will not even allow you to do this. Consider that it allowed you. Now, as Pranta said that in the class A, in the class B, I have a method called sum. Sum. Now, whether this is a non-static method or a static method, see, once you extend it, it doesn't really matter. So now if it is a static method, what I'll try to do? Directly I'll be trying to use it as a sum. Now, when I have been called this one as a sum method, compiler will not understand whether I need to bring this particular implementation or this particular implementation. Or if it is a non-static method, now when I have been created the object for the C, now what I'll be doing, C obj equal to new C, right? This is what I'll do it, right? Now when I have been given this obj dot sum, now still the compiler will not understand whether I need to bring this A sum method or this sum method from which A class or B class. I don't know which method it need to be calling. Its compiler don't know which sum it need to be called. That is the reason this is not possible. So multiple inheritance.
I'm sorry to interrupt. So as you mentioned here, for A, if you are considering rather sum, if you are mentioning add, and subtraction, and for B, if you are using method of sum, then in that time it is possible, no, because both the methods will have different return types. One is having sum and another having a sub. So in that case, is it possible? I don't know whether the question is valid or not. I just wanted to clarify.
Absolutely, that is valid. But certain times, if you have this particular same name, what you need to do? So you are telling the another different situation. You are giving scenario one, but this scenario also would be there, right? What you will do in this scenario? Now, what you are trying to say in the scenario one, I'll have this one as an add, and here I'll add it as a sum. In the class A like this and class B like this. But now, even we need to think about this scenario also, right? So if I have the same, what I need to do? If I have a different, there is no point, there is no problem. See, now for an example, you have the same method name, same parameters, and everything is there. I'll give you an example. There is Samsung, okay, mobile, and I have Vivo. Okay, I created two different classes. Now for this particular classes, I have different methods. For an example, I have this one for photo and camera, and this is for the photo gallery, and this is for camera, and I have for memory and CPU. All these methods are there. In the Vivo also, I have almost, it should be similar, right? So now photo gallery or for camera or memory, CPU, these all things. Now, when I have been created a phone, and for this one I extend either the Samsung so that I can get all the Samsung methods, or if I extended the Vivo, I can get the Vivo methods implementation. But if I wanted to get the both the things, now you tell me here, obviously there is a chance of overlinking with having with the same method names, right? At the time, what we will do? See, if the methods are different, there is no point. There is no problem. But see, now you need to consider all the scenarios, right? When it is similar, this can't be achievable. So you don't do that at all. Either you stay this side or that side, not on the middle. Whether you can implement all, implement it, or you don't implement anything. That is the concept of here. So that's where this sustain means this lies for this particular example. If this is not able to achieve, then there is no point of thinking about this scenario one. Got it?
Yes, yes, got it. Thank you.
So, guys, did you got it? Why the multiple inheritance? And what is multiple inheritance, and why the multiple inheritance would be not support in Java?
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir, both the Java and Python are implementing the OOPS concept. Am I right, sir?
Absolutely.
So,
But
why in Python this diamond problem is not happening, sir?
there
Yes.
they have been used a technique called MRO. Okay, so this particular MRO technique will
Okay,
help
sir.
them to identify from which thing it is coming from. And Java uses compiler, Python uses interpreters.
Okay, sir.
See, underlying current technologies are different, right? And Python is loosely connected with the OOPS, but Java is tightly coupled with the OOPS. This is a very strict teacher. This is okay.
Okay, sir.
It is not loose, it is not too much tight, but they implemented the concepts like this. And this is what the principles was. See, for an example, you need to go in India, it is free left, and you will be driving on your right hand side. In US, it is free right. Why it is free right there and why is free left here? Because that's rules and regulations of the traffic you need to follow, which we need to follow that. So that is how this OOPS implemented via with the Java. Who invented Java? So they have been strictly defined. These are the syntax. Now, why you need to end every Java statement with the semicolon? Why can't you end with the colon? Because that is syntax verse.
Yes,
You
sir.
need to follow that syntax. That's it. See, certain rules and regulations are defined. And here you have a technique called MRO technique for the Python. So there with this particular MRO, I forgot method resolution. AG, you are here. AG is not here. MRO in Python. Method resolution order. With this particular order, so this can be handling that particular class, and it knows that which method, which class method is that. So with the help of this one, it will help you to get this particular inheritance. You see it, method resolution order in the Python inheritance. So this can help you to identify the same name. See, now in Python they are giving the column, and here you can see it with the same name. This is a class A, class B. The definition of this one is different. However, I don't want to divert here. So that's a syntax which we need to follow. So that is how the Python and then these things are implemented.
Sir, in the interview, can you give the answer that the compiler didn't don't give us the access to implement the multi-level?
No, see, the simple answer for this one is the compiler will not understand from which means from the
Yes,
method which we are getting it. It doesn't understand whether it is coming from the class A or class B. That it didn't understand. So that is what it holds that, right?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Any other questions in the multiple inheritance? Any other questions?
So one question. In hierarchical inheritance, as we have discussed, we have two parents. One parent A is, can I, some audible?
You're audible.
Yeah, sir. Sir, in hierarchical inheritance, we have C. One parent is there which is having a child of B, and it is having another child of C. So child C can inherit the property of B and A at the same time, sir.
How it would be possible? You tell me now. This is what extending here. This is what extending here.
Can I use it? Yes, sir. A can extend from B. Means B has some classes. I want the same classes to be used in A. Is it possible now? Means both side extent can I use?
Then that become multiple inheritance, right? So now once again, you are going to this diagram. This is not possible, right? See now, this A class can be extended by these both.
Yes.
But
yes,
not these both can be extended into C class. Not only anything. See, at one shot you can't extend any classes. You can extend only one class. C extends A, or A extends B, or B extends A. Whatever you do only one class extension. If you given comma here, it will fail.
Yes.
Any other questions? Okay, what is the solution for this particular multiple inheritance? So now you understand the problem. So you got it that, hey, if I have the same method means, so now we have this. So if you understand the problem thoroughly, guys, remember, if you don't understand the problem, you can't give the solution for it. So now the first pointer, what you need to understand here is, yes, I just need one quick call need to be taken. So just give me 1 second. There is a small urgency. It seems the client is looking for some information. Just give me 1 second, guys. Sorry, teacher, I'm very sorry. So actually, that's an emergency which I need to take the call. Okay, fine. Now, where we are discussing on this one. Understand the problem thoroughly. What is the problem? If I have same name, this particular class doesn't know that which sum is coming here. So this is what the problem, right? Compiler doesn't understand this particular thing. So now to give you the solution for this one, there is they introduce the concept of, when there is a problem, they need to have the solution also, right? They have been given the solution, which is called interfaces. Okay, guys, this topic is really, really very, very important. Without understanding these interfaces, you can't do a single thing in the Selenium or whatever the tools which you're working on. So without understanding the interfaces, you can't do anything. This is the most important topic. So now you understand the polymorphism, you understand the inheritance and all. So now, apart means how much importance is this? This is 10 times bigger importance for this. 10 times important. This. So, and this topic, you will feel that quite confusing, but it is pretty simple if you understand this interfaces. So you need to understand what is interface and why interfaces are required and how to implement these particular interfaces. These questions are really important. Don't miss these 3 questions. What is interfaces, why, and how. Okay, so I have only 6 minutes here. I don't want to talk about this particular topic today, but tomorrow what I wanted you people to do is you need to answer me these 3 questions, and in this one anyways you will be implementing that one, right? Implement this and then come back. I think there is a 54 minutes video in the previous. Go see that particular video and then come back for this one so that you can clearly understand so how to do this particular interfaces implementations. And come if you wanted to implement via Selenium. So Selenium is a tool to do the test automation. 99% you will be using only the interfaces. 99%. So interfaces with the polymorphism, interfaces with the inheritance. So these are the things which you'll be using it in the Selenium. And anyways, the complete interfaces will be part of inheritance, but even the polymorphism also will be used as it. So understand this particular topic thoroughly and see that particular videos, do that implementation and come back for tomorrow. Then we'll discuss for complete 1 hour tomorrow on this particular.